I'll let you know. Yeah.
And I'm 35.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Nick Dunny? No.
Excuse me, yeah. I get so quarters. Yeah, he said it's Nick.
He is? Whoa. Oh. Nick is at Mega Camp
Nick Camp going on?
and right now, yeah. So Nick is at Mega Camp. With him is the Malor team. Elijah Roland. Another recruit. Chad.
I think we have like 8 and 5. Yeah, so. Then
There's always other people there that we don't know.
all of a sudden we see them in the picture. First time I am not sad that we're not at Mega Camp. Has anyone, did you see the new temperature?
Yes.
115 is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm fine. So it's right here. We don't even have to lie. And I will tell you, I have agents in this room, super smart. Because that, I'm putting away, I've been putting away money every for family reunion. And they did roll, it's February 24th and 25th, say, but again, don't come to that, because my mind is. All right, but and again, not family reunion, please let us know, start putting money aside. Either add an invoice if you want to do it that, or do it with each quote. But start with money aside, that you're ready to time the family reunion. Oh, all right, time meeting. Bucket fill. Who's got a bucket fill? Who's got a bucket to fill? Come on. Come on. Yeah, it's related, family, friends, home, personal, work, anything.
I'm thankful for the cooler weather.
That's not.
Yeah, I'm-
That's why I brought this.
That's great.
Group of people that are not great. Some.
I'll be thankful for something. We have a 5-year-old at home and she's finally sleep trained. And I am thankful for my wife because she's had to get up every single night for the last 5 months, 2 or 3 times, because our baby gets hungry and she wants to breastfeed. So there's not, I can't get up and do that, so I'm thankful for that and for all the mothers out there because I know what it's like now.
Very good. And all she's still here.
Yeah.
You guys started sleep training. Right?
Yeah, we started last day, let her drive for 15 minutes. We heard all the stories about 60, 70 minutes and she was trained. So now she wakes up for it. But we can't do it until she's 5 months.
Yeah, right before.
Thank you for that inspiring. I am grateful for smudges on my windows and toys that are laid out across the floor for my grandkids, not picking them up. I'm grateful for that kind of stuff because the father had always go fast. And now this time around, I get to do it with a lot more patience than and just this uncaring love. But I'm grateful for smudges.
We have tea. I'm grateful for a little day trip to Duluth, one of my favorite places in the world, last week with my daughter and my granddaughter, and which is a big deal trying to get all of us coordinated. And I also, I used to live in Duluth a few times, and I actually ran into someone that I hadn't seen for a long time. So that was very fun. Good for you.
Mike, have anybody up there?
Well, I guess we're thankful for the guy and we're that he's saving us, so. All right, Phil.
Today's meeting sponsor, so if you have not, I do know that Mark brought in
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And Marty, you allowed,
My voice. Yeah, we got, and I'll be brief. Just the way that we can help you is through our underwriter, we have a bunch of things we can print out. And different ways that we can help. So we can do printouts for you guys. This guy's a mess. So this is something that we can do between iBuyers versus real estate agents and real estate agents are way better than iBuyers. And how they can help give their clients more money. There's one way, and we can do it in 7 different languages too. In Spanish, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Arabic, Hindi, and Urdu. I'm not sure what it is. We printed in that. Can help do email banners, good for you, title insurance and policies, cybersecurity and fraud, social media graphics, text and videos. So can through our underwriter do a bunch of this stuff. It shows my face down there in the bottom. I can take that off. And I'm working on how we can get the agents information on that through our underwriter. I'm going to show us pillar on the top. I can take that. There's another one.
say all those things you just mentioned, you can do in all those different languages.
7 different languages, some in Spanish, English, some in, so. Well, I can do, this is another one that I did, the 5 tips for just free home purchase for your clients. So there's different ones. I said one, it's like a home buyer. It's fairly good. But, like home buyer shows different things on how to help, resources for a first time home buyer that might be helpful. Things we can do, like, so everyone gets together, take a look, we can do just go into our website and take a look at what you want to do. So helpful, something you want to look at, we can certainly do. The other thing that I want to talk about is on August 23rd at our office, right up the street. We're gonna have a Title 101 class in office, 2:30 to 5:30, and we're gonna have but it's more what's all about. We have a class. Let's do it. You know, if you sales for everybody. That's it.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
All right, we are on the latest market listings. Bernard Grass, we got everything?
Oh, yes. I don't know if anybody's in the room. Just want to give a quick shout out, Stephanie and Jeremy Rabbitoy. They have been licensed for like less than 60 days and already have their first listing. So huge prep graduates. So again, they went the K-Score program, got licensed at no cost to them and already have their first listing. So very exciting.
Online. Stephanie, or
I know they're working right now, I think.
No.
okay.
On there, if anything
Online is up there right now.
we don't get to ask how, where, what you did. Who's got a live listing? Yeah. All right, well, we know we need to know about that listing. All right, well. And this to get the full list of anything that's active in our market. So Sean, I
Up to date. Sitting on the table here. Still gotta be. If you're wondering what's available from our market center right now, maybe you want to do
real
on it,
if you want to post it on Facebook.
talk about it, do something. Honestly, you just need that agent's permission.
As we were to do.
yesterday. You could just kind of stand in and clear, see what's out there. I can tell that agent thing. So agent, do you
All your listening on my Facebook page. Go there. Awesome. Our one and only friend.
I have one friend. Well, yeah.
Hey, guys, like that.
Right.
Good morning. How's everybody doing? Outstanding. That's what I want to hear. Outstanding is contagious. Sometimes it's not for you. Sometimes it's just for the other. So a couple of things that I was asked as far as being up here, and I appreciate that. Yeah, always do not have a problem talking.
As we just.
We covered that. Problem is getting me to shut up sometimes. So I do have a couple of points that I really want to keep it concise. So the first question was about my career. First question that I asked to answer was, what would I have done sooner? And when I think about that, and it took me a while to reflect on that because I've had a career of course corrections, right? I have a destination, but as you all know, when you take off in the air to go to Austin, pilots making adjustments the entire way. So this has been a career of course corrections. And what got me into this career was
If we turned off.
All right, let's try that again. All right, here we go. So where I landed, I circled back into real estate. I was a loan officer for about 4 years in 2006, 7, 8, 9. Everybody else was loan officers. You could throw a stone and hit another loan officer. Your cousin Bobby was one too. I know it. And at that time, I had not built a business. I was facing transactions. So when the housing bubble burst, I lost my business, and that was my experience in that. Fast forward a number of years, and I'm at an over-the-road trucking company. I was in operations, and I loved it. They gave me the opportunity to lead teams, and I was really good at it. I could pull the strengths out of folks, and the teams would get better, and then they'd move me to another team. I really enjoyed that. I felt really good. It was fulfilling. A new management came in, and I wasn't part of the new formula, and it didn't surprise me that I was laid off. I was disappointed because I felt that I had invested the time and energy and the effort to actually have had a new place there. And it may be possible that they did have something for me, whatever, and just that was the business. And now I have an opportunity to reinvent and retool, and that's what I did. And that's what landed me into this side of the transaction with the encouragement of my wife. He saw me in this spot, and so I went for it. I came into the business with a certain mindset and was a burn the boats mindset. I was already 45, 43, something like that. And I'm on another career. This one has to work. I'm tired of screwing around. I'm tired of not hitting these goals that I had intended for 20 plus years. I burned the boats when I came into the real estate business. Plan A must work. So it was that mentality move from a should work to a must work. I'm a big Tony Robbins fan. I don't know if you know this, but I am. If you've heard any of his stuff, it's about moving their shoulds to a must. Because if you don't move your shoulds to a must, it's going to shit all over yourself. Okay. So moving it from a should to a must. So because of that, I had some success early on. My first full year of 2018 at 14 transactions. 2018 was, or 2019 was 18 transactions, and that's good. Challenge was it wasn't good enough. I had invested so much in that transition that I was barely above water. I was barely hanging on. Even at having 18 transactions, I I'd invested everything I had to make this work, and that's where that was. So the burning of the boats mentality, one of the things that I did, door knocking example. I don't like door knocking. I'm not a fan, not something that I enjoy doing. However, the difference that I knew between myself and other competition that I realized, some of the competition that's out there, that when it comes to door knocking, we all know that that's a good source of business. You identify folks that are ready to do something. When I looked at my competition after having done this and after having some reflection, I realized the difference between me and some of those that were not going to make it was they would have 100 bags to hang on the door, right? They would have 100 flyers, 100 little pieces of candy, 100 little plastic bags to hang on the floor. And they'd go out there and they'd do 100 door knocks. Then they'd stop. The difference between me and them was going to be that I was not going to stop till I got my goal, 5 pieces of business. Whether it took 100 bags, whether it took 200 bags, whether 300 bags, to be until I stopped. I wasn't going to stop doing what I didn't like until I got to a certain benchmark, certain metric. So that 5 business got me 11 more just that year alone. Right. And so that's part of it. So what would I have done sooner? In 2019, I'm sorry, in 2018, I had 14, 2019, I had 18. Those were good. However, I was still barely above water. In 2020, I looked around and I says, this was my mantra. Being broke sucks. Yeah. Tired of it. I do not want to live this way. This is not what I got into this for. And so having that burn the boats mentality, having this broke shit sucks mentality pushed me to another level. I already had coaching. Matt remembers this moment. And that next year, it moved it into having 31 transactions. And the next year, as into 4 transactions. Very proud. Fast forwarded to this year, because we had success. Now we're at the beginning of this year, and I know we're doing all the right things. I know we're making the calls that we're supposed to be staying in touch. Am I really doing the things necessary to outwork this market? I was trying to outweight this market, just waiting for it to come back around where it's going to be abundant again. And it is abundant, but you got to go find it. You got to go transition it. And so fast forward to going into the second quarter of this year, and I'm like, being broke shit sucks. So we pushed into some things, had a campaign. We've got some really good traction. We've got some really good momentum. Rest of this year is going to look really strong, and we're back on track. I can see our 66 transactions. I can see that because of the things that we're doing. And so that's just going to launch us into 2024. So that would be the first thing that I wish I would have done sooner. Just have that resolve, move away from pain and towards pleasure, more Tony Robbins stuff. But that's what it is, because the reality is that most folks are not truly happy. Most folks also don't do anything about, they're not unhappy enough to do anything about it. So I was unhappy enough, didn't want to be there anymore. It's not what I got into this for. Now we're moving forward. We got that one. The second question is, what would I have done different? And it's quite simple. It's very elementary, right? It's one of the most difficult things that I have a problem with. And that's honoring my schedule. Honoring my schedule, not just honoring my schedule, putting some things in for the time blocking, but honoring a schedule that honors my. It's one thing to have, the challenge of it is that you have a schedule that has availability. It's easy to fill it up. with crap. It's easy to fill it up and take you off target. Right? I had a little problem saying yes to too many things. And I enjoy the things that I said yes to. It's not a problem with that. When there's availability in that schedule, and that schedule doesn't honor the goals that you're going after, then it's easy to say yes. And then it's easy to stay off track and miss those goals. So honoring a schedule that honors your goals. You have those availabilities in there. Make sure that when they do get filled up, that it keeps you on track. I came to the conclusion earlier this year at Bold that I thought that I was doing a good job with my distractions. What I was doing was justifying my distraction. You know, I got the person next to me looking at TikTok and they're watching videos of chicken farmers doing their little chicken dance and then going to war, right? Some of you don't know what I'm talking about. That's fun. That's great. And I thought I was in a better position because I was watching TikTok. I was learning something about real estate, or I was learning something about entrepreneurship. I was learning something. I justified that distraction as progress. I wasn't acting on items that actually make progress. So honoring my schedule and then honoring schedule that honors my goals is something that I would definitely do different. If you want, I got more.
And we love to hear more.
Right.
And if you want to share, I say go for it.
Question.
I think that might be-
Absolutely.
What do you mean by campaign? So you had your campaign and you have a lot of traction on that. What did you just clarify on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that I looked at was how far behind are we? And this is where I'm at financially. This is where I'm at with my goals. And I decided, you know what? We need to make $150,000 in the next 90 days. Simple. This is what I need to have. So for that number, back for your average transaction, how much you're holding on to, and that tells you. So it turned out that 32 transactions by the end of August closed to get us to that. Now, did we hit that? We're behind. We're behind 11 and about 5 days. However, had I not gone after them? And the thing is that the rest of the market, most are, even the ones that are in the top 20%, still 35, 38%. Right. We got traction. And so now are we going to hit our 66 at this pace? Maybe not. However, there's still time for us to go to place, be able to not take shortcuts, but elapse time for it, elapse those timelines. And that's how I've been looking at it. I'm not looking to take any shortcut. I'm just not looking to take 8 years to do something that can be done in 8 months. So it's picking up the pace, make more calls, make free. There's a couple mantras that I have. This is our mantra. One of our mantras. Nelson is on the team. We've done some fantastic things in a short amount of time. And the mantra is trust the process. Mine is stay on offense. One is we have them in there. One of them is 6 months, you'll have 6 months of excuses or 6 months of results. That kind of stuff. But the business is out there. It is out there. So let me tell you this story that I heard. Peter Diamandis. You ever heard of Peter Diamandis? He's the founder of
Something like that.
That's what they were trying to
Launch
launch
into terminal or returning,
reusable booster rocket.
or something like that. Right.
His name is Peter Diamandis. One of the stories that he was telling was about Napoleon, the Emperor of France, right? And Napoleon in the 1820, had invited the King of Siam. At that time, the King of Siam was the richest person in the world, and he had invited him to dinner. And at this dinner, the soldiers eat with silverware. They were eating with silver. Napoleon was eating with gold.
Yeah.
Goldware. The King of Siam gave him aluminum utensils. And the reason why they gave him aluminum utensils, because at that time, the most precious metal in the world. Not because it wasn't around, it was because it was so hard to get out. So hard to extract the aluminum. And that made it precious. Fast forward to the scientists who discovered electrolysis and pulling out aluminum from its natural state. Now makes it a disposable material.
I mean,
How often are we throwing aluminum away? And less than 100 years earlier, it was the most precious metal on Earth. How much sun are we getting hit with every hour? Like 8 terabytes. It's there, it's abundant. It's just a matter of figuring out the way to get it out. And so with this business, it's hard.
it's so great. However,
The business is out.
it's out there. And once I realized, and I think Todd helped me come to this conclusion when he was giving us the number, hey, there's 66,000 transactions that were conducted in 2020, 2021, whatever the number, whatever year it was.
and so on. And 120, 132 sides. How many do you need? I'm looking for this year. I'm looking for 66. I don't want any more. I don't need I need 66,000. I don't need 50. I don't need 1,000. It's 66. How am I going to get there? It's there. Go knock on the doors and get what is cheap. Whatever.
Yeah, you made a point where you door knocks until you got 5 pieces of business. Did you track numbers of how many doors it took to get those 5 pieces or days or time?
Yes, it took me, I don't remember exactly because it's been a few years and I think it was like 111 to 150. Well, had I stopped at running out of bags, I would have gotten my 5 pieces of business. And one of those pieces of business, I'm selling their house and it'll be on their house. And that was, I sold their house, buy the house in 2019 and they're selling.
And that,
I never would have found them had I not knocked, and they were across the street from my mom and dad's house. And they didn't even own, they were renting. They just said, you don't want to rent it. That's how I found them. And there's no other way I would have found them. Because mom who paid for the house lives in somewhere in Wisconsin. So had I stopped at 100, I wouldn't have got it. It's like I had that goal of 5. And then another one sold 3, had 3 transactions. It is, right? It sucks that works. You know, the whole idea that if you call 7 or 8 times on a lead, it's the chances of 7 or 8 times succeeding are higher because everybody else dropped out at 1. I hate that works. I don't want to call anybody 7 times. I don't want to work my mind up. I'm like, son of a gun. After this call, that's it. Cut them off. The answers, number 8. Oh, Isaac, I've been meaning to get back to you. I was in California, blah, 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 blah. So you're gonna buy, aren't you? I did. I had to go to Cambridge, but you go to businesses, right? So those kinds of things, they work. It sucks that they work. Anybody else? Thank you so much.
That was awesome. And I'll say, and I'm glad you were asking the questions because I do know that you have started door knocking or kind of set a goal and there's been some success around it. We kind of set it in small steps. So I mean, if you,
That whole,
I love that. I think that should be like one of the new bold sayings. Like,
it sucks with that.
you know, it does work if you do it. Keep doing it. If you are doing the door knocking, guys, that is one thing I'm gonna say. Talk to those that you look at and are seeing they're having success. It's uncomfortable. Did you love it the first time you did it?
First door I knocked on, I got like, they're ready.
Last time I saw you, you said something like you had so many doors and
Last week I door knocked for like 4.5 hours for the week. So I just did like an hour a day, not fighting out too big of a chunk. I knocked out 150 doors, got about 5 leads. One's selling. They want me to do a walkthrough this fall to help them with staging different things. And found a couple big properties, rental properties, buyers and sellers that I'm just gonna follow up with.
You might have to follow up 8 times.
How did you pick that neighborhood?
It's my neighborhood, so there's like 600 doors. It'll take me like 4 weeks to door knock that, and then there's 3 other quadrants, so it's kind of like a big square I broke up into. And then my lead is, hey, my name's Forrest, I'm actually your neighbor. That breaks the barrier super quick.
That's what helped me out with that, because I just right around my mom's house where I grew up. So that familiarity and being able to say, hey, that's my mom's house. And then you tell her, I sold the house across the street from her. And during that open house, I said, yeah, the neighbors are pretty good around here. You see those 2 over there? We've been here for 40 years. I'm like, really? Like, oh yeah, how do you know? What's my mom and dad? So you have that ability, or you have something to talk about.
Yeah, love it.
and I have to say, if anybody, I don't know if you had takeaways, but I love that one. You're talking about the market, and you're like, let's start it out this year, like you kind of wait it out, kind of that everything that's going on and realize, I need to outwork it, not wait it out.
Awesome. Love it.
All right, next, you want to talk about it?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, you need the microphone?
You know, I'm good here. Yeah. So, you want to lead us to this class? We are first going to go through what's trying to get you, what you could talk about for your dialogue. These reels are only 59 seconds long. It's going to be you in front of the camera. We're going to shoot it and we're going to help you edit it. So by the end of today, you will have a reel posted. That's it. That's going to get straight in the app.
You are online, you have 35-40 minutes to get in your car.
Perfect. So I do.
It's on the way, but yes, in person only, obviously, reels. We're excited for that. Also today, after that, so if you're sticking around, you will get lunch. And we're going to have Pick Shane's Brain. I know that there is a group of us in this room. Shane, and we had Dennis Russell, the regional director, in here last week, and Shane kind of started
We're all talking about some stuff.
he shared some great content that kind of led us to like, okay, wait, we want more. Now, thank you, Shane. We are going to get more. So think of questions you also want to ask. Anything that you've seen maybe the OCT team do, anything that you just are looking for success in your business,
But how around do it.
as well as he's going to do very last portion of that time that he's here is going to be CMA videos. These quick little videos that he requires all of his team to do, going to show us how they do those and what they're doing. And just kind of how that's helped their business. So definitely, again, if you're online right now, hop in your vehicle, get here. Everything will be recorded. We all know I'm a firm believer. If you're here, it's going to make it because you're in person, you're asking the questions, as well as back to even what Isaac was talking about. Be in the market center day in, day out, leaving because they have an appointment, leaving to door knock,
Coming back.
doing this like a job. I gotta be honest, I cut a lot more checks for those people. Just gonna lay that out there because it is a job. You need to put effort into.
Right, you guys. So I know I told everyone RSVPs were due Monday by 9 a.m. We extended it. You have until 3 p.m. today to sign up for the boat cruise. You guys, this is so much fun. We had a blast last year. I keep getting questions. It's free. We will have appetizers on board for the boat. What did we have last year? It was like wings, dip, veggies.
Veggies,
They had a big spread.
meatballs or something,
Yeah,
cheese,
meatballs.
crackers, all the good stuff.
Yeah, and then there will be a cash bar available. So if you want to have some drinks, it is going to be, the weather is looking pretty warm. So we are going to see if we can get umbrellas or an awning or something up on the top of the boat. Otherwise, the bottom's usually always covered, air conditioned, so that you guys aren't, having that heat stroke
And it's
feeling.
casual. So I mean, you don't need to come in your business suit. No one's there to impress. I mean, you literally are coming to have fun. There's no business happening here. We don't talk business.
But yeah, we're super excited. So please, 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 if you have not signed up, it's also on the little flip charts as well with the QR code. But 3 p.m. today, I got to get those final numbers in. We do have some of our partners sponsoring as well who will be on the boat. So yeah, it's just going to be a really fun time to all get together and celebrate summer. And it might be 99 degrees. So like Gary said, don't wear your business suit or something light,
Right.
comfy.
No
out on the
speedos,
water.
just laying it out there. No speedos, anything else is, I know.
Tell Nick.
Right. Yes, so we are super excited because it's
It's a
laugh.
Yeah.
1 week from today, there'll be no team meeting. Actually, a lot of our staff will probably be out that day, just hanging out with our agents. So
Actually, the market center, will be-
Closed. It's closed because
last time I looked, Linda wasn't gonna do any inputs of listings while she was on the boat. It might be a little tough because I don't think we're gonna get reception. I will say it is kind of a day on the boat. We need to make sure everybody gets the opportunity to attend, so she will be there.
And it's on there too.
And here,
This is
starting, if I remember correctly, August 23rd, so a week from tomorrow, this starts. Again, in person or by Zoom, you can do either. It is 8:30, if I'm correct, 8:30 to 9:30. Nick is leading most of it out. There's a couple sessions where I get to come in and do some. I'll get a little. And that's my favorite part to talk about. But yes, this is a great opportunity to join in, follow through the MREA. If you don't have a book yet, let me know. Because we have books for those of you that are going to participate in this with us, done either online or in person. As well as if you know anybody outside at another brokerage, we have sent it out to several other brokerages, to those agents as well, and invited them to join. Not a recruiting piece. This is a how can we build the business, help them create a strong foundation. So definitely join us for that.
another one.
This is awesome. Our calendar was really light this summer because we were kind of like, nobody's coming in. They're all getting a suntan. That's why Peter's not here. When you see him tomorrow, he's going to have color in the face. It was raining yesterday. But yes, Lisa Torvig, do not know her. She is amazing in 500 million different ways. Absolutely love this gal. And so we will be here not next Tuesday, but the following Tuesday, just talking about how to blow up your business using Command. She just did this class for another market center, and I got to see a blip of it. One of my friends and was like, wow, this was great. This was very informative, very hands-on. So I really, really highly recommend come in, be here for that opportunity. I actually also have the slides and got to go through them. Good content.
Well, yeah.
So just a reminder, the Women's Council of Realtors has the school supply drive that they are doing for Webster Elementary, which is a elementary school, I think in St. Paul. So there's a long list of items needed. I know it's really hard to see that from far away, but Right outside in the agent resource area, there's a little printout. If you have anything, markers, pencils, backpacks, I mean, the list has a lot of different options of things that they need. Feel free to drop it off over there with Linda at the front desk. But yeah, we just want to help out the school supply drive. I think they got a lot of stuff.
They do. So actually, I know it seems like, oh, we haven't collected anything yet. We actually had to move it into the supply room because there was so much stuff you couldn't get over there. This is for teachers, guys. So, I mean, obviously 99% of the time the teachers are giving it to the students that don't have it. And I will just say, having a daughter who's a teacher herself, it's no joke when they say these teachers spend at least probably 10,000, if not more, a year on things for their classroom, on things for the children. When it comes to between snacks, Kleenex, supplies, things they need, and the things they need to do their classrooms. I mean, that's not something that's good to a teacher. So anything you can do to help support them. We were at Walmart this weekend. Supplies are really cheap there. So if you're just swing by Walmart, drop them off and they will help us out. Jeannie.
Is there, you know, you said that a lot has been collected, but is there items that there really is a need for, you know, something in particular that people are maybe not bringing?
You know, to be honest with you, the best thing I would say are gift cards. So let's just say somebody's looking at, I'm going to go out and spend $50 on products. We have $10 gift cards for like Walmart because then they can give maybe a $10 one to each, you know, to 5 different teachers, something like that. Would be a great idea as well, just for them to go and grab something for their classroom that they know that they need. Lisa?
I just have to tell you because it's down the street for me. Webster, that's what it used to be called. It's actually Michelle and Barack Obama Elementary School. That was changed whenever he became president. So why they're calling Webster, we don't
There be another one? That's interesting.
know. No, it's Webster.
Okay, different school name. Names. Who signed up? So far, who has signed up? All right, I have one. Dang it. Thank you too. Okay, guys, again. Right there, didn't see the hand up. I mean, come on, you're kind of a small guy. I couldn't see. We know that you have bigger feet than my friend over here who we haven't. But you guys, this is again a great opportunity to touch clients, to have them call you. It's easier than door knocking. I mean, I'll say the people I've seen hit their hands go up so far are those who've done it before. So they know the opportunity in doing it. Please sign up. This will be, it's always a fun event too. I mean, you get to see Alec like break out of his shell and be like excited. I know normally it's kind of quiet, I reserved. But it was really a great opportunity because again, if you're not familiar with it, your clients are calling you, people on Facebook who haven't even touched yet are calling you. You're going to be able to add that to your database for the next. So definitely join us for that. $50, you're in, boom. It's a great event. I have a little problem with this. Yeah. So we might have to have a little pay change. I just got notification that the region is bringing in a business planning clinic same day. I hate to say that. And we're actually trying to host it right here. That makes it even better. So while this is a great event, it's either going to be that day. I'll talk about the event.
Yeah, we'll move it to a different day. So yeah, we have the Minnesota Department of Health that will be coming in on one day in October, and they will be doing an indoor air series. So these are all just free CE classes. They're stacked up right after each other. So they'll start at 11 a.m. with a 1 hour class, have a quick half-hour lunch break, and then at 12:30 p.m. we go right into the radon class, and then there's a carbon monoxide one right after that. So again, this is just getting you some of those elective hours out of the way. This year we had a lot of people wait until the last minute. Every year we do, but this year seemed a little bit scarier. At least I was a little bit more scared. So definitely get it done early. Start thinking about getting those hours out of the way now. They always do the CE deadline and probably your guys' busiest time. So try and get it done in the winter months as it gets a little colder out. I will keep you guys posted when this gets rescheduled to a different date, and more info on the business planning clinic will come out too. Ready.
I don't think we made a slide for it. We'll hop back one for me really quick. So also in October, is the third Thursday and Friday of October. Yeah, that sounds like a good day. 13th and 14th. We're also doing a 2-day blitz, knock out all your CE, which includes your required module and some other really good ones that will be presented by our own Karen Collins and Mike. Brown. What's going to get even better? Those of you that attend have all your CE done by, that would be whatever day that is. That, so that's Saturday morning. That means you were there. So either you're going to get some from this class, or you're going to get the 2-day CE and just knock it all out those 2 days. If you have it done, there might be a waive on your June 2024 invoice that month. You might just waive that invoice. That means made friend over here smile. So if you can make her smile from October until June, you deserve to have your June invoice waived. Oh, I don't do that very often for those of you that know me. So
That was October 13th and 14th.
Is it 12? Because what are you?
Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, oh, that's right. And then what happens
After Friday,
after you finish your CE?
we're doing.
And we're hoping at Smash Park,
We opened, that's really fast.
our CE to
Welcome Steve after. They can pick up
If we can only attend one day, is that?
have your CE done.
whatever day that is, so you can do just
Day of it,
but actually
do a few of these hours. Maybe do a few on your own and then do the 2-day CE. If you wipe it out and you are done on June or October, what was Saturday? So you are done on October 14th. Your 3 hours?
15 hours.
You're done with your 15 hours on October 14th. You will have no invoice in June. Trust me, I'll be watching. Saying. I'm gonna show some pictures because guys,
We're gonna introduce you guys to
somebody, but if you have never done fun events with us and your client, those are few
things, but this is our.
I just. Oh, my gosh.
But this is our newest mascot for the,
Fall Fest. So please be sure to join us. If you have not before, here's a few pictures from both our Fall Fest and our Friendsgiving. This is an event that you will do for your client. And I did grab, I couldn't remember. So last year, it was $3 for pumpkins. And it was about $11.79 for a 6-pack of different fall flavored beers, because we do like a kids all get pumpkins.
people can do the beer patch, with different pictures around, yeah,
They have like, they kind of go through, parents are over there doing their thing. Everybody decorates, we dress up. It is a lot of fun. We do kind of a team price and then a individual price. And that covers all the, so you guys don't have to go out and get candy and stuff. We do all of that. So there's candy to give away. We have frosted cupcakes. Be up my floor super bad every time. And lots of drinks, lots of fun. It was a great event. I know, who in here had clients come to this
last year and had a great time.
awesome. You guys had fun? Then you'll be here again. But so definitely sign up for these things. The thing is we've got them created right now. So if you want to pop, I think the one more, we're going to talk about this too. This is the Winter Wonder.
You guys, this is also another event.
These are for your client. This is an event that normally is going to cost you to put it on. Cost you at least close to probably $1,000 the things that are happening. Because what we do is we pull in all the people that do it with us. We are able to go out, get all the decorations, get all the food, the treats, the giveaways, and then all you're doing paying for any individual things that one of your clients might need. So like for the holiday one, they give away wreaths, little Christmas trees, There's something else I don't recall. And we're looking at full-size Christmas trees as well. We would have Santa Claus will be here. We're looking at possibly having the Grinch. Yeah. And again, it's a perfect market because people kind of come in one door, they walk through. We have agents in different spots. We have some older kids, agents that are here giving things out, doing the Halloween things, doing the Christmas things or the holiday things for the Winter Wonderland. That's a ton of fun. I know that your clients enjoy it just from what we've seen and heard from the past. None of our photos ever do any of it justice because it is wall to wall people. It is literally packed. It's super fun. Outside, we do a bonfire for the Winter Wonderland. And that's where people then at the end, when they're ready to leave, they come to get their greenery, whatever they ordered. It's a lot of fun. So we are already created, our marketing specialist over here, I'm going to go to the next page, has created Save the Dates. I am going to recommend, and this is one of the things that Shane is going to talk. They've already sent out their Save the Dates to their people to start saving these dates for the upcoming events. So to be honest with you, if you're looking for a time to start really giving those touches, I mean, I would be sending out whatever comes up first, which would be your, I'll send that out this week. Then I would work on sending out your pie giveaway. And then I would send out your Winter Wonderland. And then we'll just kind of repeat because you'll start with your Save the Dates. And then from there, you'll have other things you can send out. If you are going to participate with us, reach out to Sean. I send out I'll send out the price things, but I know that last year, I think like for the Winter Wonderland, it's usually $250 for a team and $150 for an individual. So like Winter Wonderland, All Fest, when we do that, keep in mind that if all of a sudden we get to the end and we had so many people participating that we could have collected less funds, we cut that down before I actually bill you. So that's why I don't usually bill until everything has come in. Because if we can lower that cost, we will. If it's not going to be that, we will definitely do that. The more people that sign up, the less expense that there is to cover all those things. So hopefully we can get everybody signed up for these events. If you have questions, please don't wait. Please reach out to us. Also see on here that some of these are indoor events, or market center events. So the barbecue, that is going to be a school barbecue. That is for you and your family. Bring your family, bring the kids, whoever lives with you, bring them, enjoy it, have a good time. We're going to do it as a potluck. Chili cook-off, October 18th, and in the market center. So we'll be doing that chili cook-off. We've got our Friendsgiving, and we're going to try something different. We're going to look at doing an evening Friendsgiving. Again, it's just our market center, but that will start at 2 p.m. And then your pie giveaway, which is again, your clients. And we'll talk more about. That is actually, there is not an join it for the pies that your clients want to come in and pick up. So the only thing you're paying for, we'll help organize it, have like a whole team on staff to give, help hand out pies, etc. So does anybody have any questions on these upcoming events? Why or how? Or I'm just going to tell you, 36 touch happened right there. Super simple. Utilize it.
The pumpkin is the fall festival.
Yeah, fall festival is a better seller than like to call it the beer patch, but fall festival. And it'll still have the we'll have the pumpkins, beer. Back. We'll get back. Because
I'm gonna show this next week.
If you guys have not, or we don't have a team meeting next week because we have the boat cruise. Actually, yeah, if you just want to go to the next slide, I'll show it and then I can send out in my team meeting notes the video. But I was a part of a tech call with KWRI, I think it was last week or week before that, where they did a demo of this integration with Command. So cool. It literally connects to your already personal phone number, and it's a $19 a month subscription that you can pay for. They have KW specific discounts that you can get, but basically it will record and create tasks for you in Command based on your phone calls with. So if you're on a call with a buyer and they're like, yeah, I'm looking for a 3-bed, 2-bath. It's going to record all that, put it in your notes in that person's contact, add them to your contacts in Command, and then also task you if you said it in the phone call, yeah, I'll send you a location where we'll meet tomorrow at 2. So it is probably one of the cooler things that I've seen integrated into Command, and I'll send out the video. Shows it.
But if you want to just play it, you can click that. We're gonna roll right. You might have to reels anyway. You might need to reshare.
So super cool on the call. They actually did an example where they had someone call him, they talked about it, and there was not even the need for him to end the call and say, I need to do this, this, and this. It just picked it up from the conversation and gave him those tasks already. So super cool. Just another way to be a better agent, especially when you get those calls from people that you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know the last time I talked to this person or what we talked about. Kind of nice way to kind of keep everything all in one place and to have it connect directly to Command, which is super helpful. So again, just reducing another step. So $19 a month, it's in Marketplace. If you guys are interested, I think they have a couple other trainings and videos that are available through there as well for it. So
Says we call record every time someone calls then.
So there's features that you can turn on and off to record the actual call. If it does record the call, it will give that person This call may be monitored for,
Yeah, but even on the second one, it sounded like it only did it for the first. You can change the setting. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess somebody calls you back for the call, and then it sounds like he was saying for your second, and I could be wrong. But it sounded like he was saying for your second call, you can just make it a normal introduction and do it, but yeah.
not totally customizable. You heard it say like #1 realtor and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You can customize that greeting that goes out. And then again, if you're not recording, you don't need to have that. If you're just using it for the task functions.
Fully rolled out then.
Yeah,
Available in Command Marketplace, brand new.
which, and don't even be surprised, actually, guys.
Watching your command and watching your marketplace right now, because when they are at Mega Camp, that is when most things get rolled out. I'm sure over the next couple days, there's going to be a lot of great command and add-on rollouts, because that seems to always be it is a camp family reunion. They just start rolling the crap out.
Do know that new agent IDX websites, your guys' KW websites, they're going to be completely transforming them. That's something that's rolling out at Mega Camp right now. So I think it will be one of those things that you guys can capture more leads from your KW website without. Yes, it'll look cleaner and more aesthetic. So, yeah, we'll let you guys know all about that when we get that post.
All right, now it's reels. Anybody have any comments about this meeting? Otherwise, Jill sending out the recap.
Yeah, so now to recap, so all the links to the stuff.
Awesome. Thank you. If you guys did not grab breakfast again, thank you to our team sponsor, Mark Esperson from Pillar Title. There is breakfast there.
Before you get out of camera,